Kenya marks its first memorial of the Westgate terror attack that saw the lives of more than 60 people lost in a 4-day siege orchestrated by the Islamist group Al-Shabaab. Commemorations started early in the week, revisiting emotional scars of survivors and families who lost their loved ones. Here's more.
12-year-old Moses Irungu stays strong. 1 year later, after he lost his father at the Westgate shopping mall terror attack, he soldiers on. The exhibition brings back to him the sad memories of that day. His father, a driver, died at the mall.
I was brought here by the Westgate Memorial, because of the tragedy that happened. No, I wasn't affected, but my dad died. It was my CRE teacher who informed me.
The exhibition at Kenya's National Museum tries to piece up the events of the Saturday 21st of September 2013. Over 60 lives were lost and billions of shillings in businesses wiped out by the Al-Shabaab terror group.
The exhibition aims to get 40 stories altogether, and we want the majority of those stories to be wananchi, which is the Kenyan word for the common man. So the waiter who was inside, the Red Cross volunteer who, risked their life to go and go inside, some of the heroes. A lot of answers come out. A lot of reflection happens. A lot of healing happens. And I think when people come and listen to the stories here, that ritual, when they light a candle, when they write in the memorial books, when they write to their loved ones who've lost, or write a letter to God, or even when they go and plant a tree in Karura Forest, which is something else that's happening. All of those rituals are very healing.
12 months on, however, Kenya has picked up the pieces, and so have the businesses that were caught up in the attack.
We just opened a month ago. We still doing final touches, but we decided we under a lot of pressure from our clients from Westgate. And because we didn't have any other place to go, we came to Village. We got a space at Village Market, which is very popular. And we are truly, truly impressed because we were embraced by the management. We were embraced by the other businesses that complement, because we are a business that complements the others. So the turnout and the response the last 1 month has been tremendous.
We all have got back to our feet. We had a period of time, 2 months after Westgate, everything was slow. People were not shopping, people were not visiting shopping malls, people were not visiting places of interest. We were all keeping away. I think suddenly Kenyans said, enough is enough. We move back to normal life. Another good thing, for the last month or so, things have been quiet.
But even as the business owners put up a brave face, they had to go through a difficult period trying to pick up the pieces.
In terms of the direct loss, which is stocks and furniture, fixtures and fittings, after the insurance that we had, the little cover that we had, we would be losing in around the region of about 600 million. In terms of business loss, we have already lost, it's already a year. Westgate was our flagship branch. It's already a year down the line. Good news, there is some construction that has started, some cleanup has started at Westgate. So we should be hopeful in another 8-12 months, we'll have Westgate back to its operations, and Nakumatt will have a store there, a bigger, better, more refined store.
We had never thought about insurance related to terrorism. We had the other normal insurance against the fire, against theft, against other things, but not terrorism. Many of us actually never imagined that something like that could happen to us. It is. Yeah. So business hasn't been, of course, it went completely under. Fortunately for us, we had another branch at the Junction Mall, because we deal with the premier products, as you have seen. So our locations actually have to be premier also.
Kenya continues to be under threats from terrorism-backed groups. Government and individuals are under constant watch, and so have the businesses been taking precautions.
In this country, there was no terrorism cover until 1998. You know what happened in Kenya in 1998. 1998, I think, is when the American embassy was bombed in Nairobi. Now, after that attack, insurance companies designed terrorism covers and started selling them to businesses. The insurance, the cover did not peak a lot. Not very many businesses bought the covers.
While everyone seems to be moving on from the sad events, Westgate shopping mall still stands in ruins. This is despite efforts by the government to revive it through a committee it formed for its restoration.
The owners of the mall have still not set out a timetable for the actual restoration and possible relaunch of the mall. I guess there are technical issues that we were aware of as a committee relative to the structural soundness of the building itself, and obviously they have to take professional advice as to the soundness of returning that mall to the market. And therefore, as tenants, we are still, and stakeholders, still sitting and waiting to hear the final technical and intentions of the sponsor with regards to the revival or restoration of that mall.
On the other side, the wheels of justice continues to move, albeit slowly. Only 4 suspects have been arraigned in court in connection with the brutal and senseless killings. However, there is hope that justice shall be served to the victims, their families, and the Kenyan people.
As Kenyans, and not just as stakeholders at Westgate, of course, and as the world itself, we do hope that the victims of the Westgate terrorist attack will receive justice and closure on that very, very, very difficult event. We hope that the government should be able to apprehend and bring to book the people who are responsible for that event.